Hey Args, how's it going?
Not too bad, FSG. How about yourself?
I'm not too bad. A little bit under the weather, bit of a cold, but other than that, all is good.
Yeah, did you pick that up over winter, did you?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, it's been a cold winter.
Oh, good thing we are into April, though, and able to start on some planting, getting some corn in the ground.
That's right. The 3 fields we anhydrous in the last episode, but one, are sitting rating for some crops in them. Oh, they're completely full of weeds, aren't they? So
Oh,
we're
yeah.
going to spray it first, aren't we?
Yeah, I think that's the plan, and you haven't used the spray yet, so well, you could have a run around and sort of do a pre-emergent spray on the herbicide, and then I can plant in behind you.
Sounds good. Quite excited to do like that spray.
And you'll race through that, so no doubt by the time I've maybe got halfway through a field, you'll probably be done and able to jump in and plant too.
That's right. Yep. So shouldn't take too long.
Sounds like a plan. And the other thing, we were just looking, we've got a few more pigs as well.
We've got another 120 pigs have been born, so our little pig empire is growing down on the other side of the map.
Indeed. Argsy and FSG branded bacon coming soon.
Sounds great.
It does sound great. I'd probably eat it all before it got to market, though.
Yeah, it's a high risk strategy.
It is. It is. All right, well, let's stop thinking about food and go and get some corn planted.
Let's do it, mate.
All right. Yes, hello everyone, welcome back to Hanna, Indiana, and welcome back to spring and spring planting. We are jumping straight into it. We've skipped through a few seasons, or a few months at least, got through winter, and the only task we obviously had was all that crop to sell, and the next crop we've got to sell I think is our soybeans in July, so we've got a bit of time to wait. So we are going to be getting in and getting started with some planting. Now, I was actually thinking of taking the case planter out because I think we used the Kinsey last time, but I'm just looking at it might be easier to get the Kinsey out than getting the case out, so we might actually be stuck with which one we take. Not going to really run around and double handle them or anything like that, so we will go and grab a tractor. I think we have one of the fence lined up for this, and we will go and make a start on some planting. Not sure if we've got any seed in the hoppers or anything like that, but we'll be able to grab some out of the bins, and obviously these run off liquid fertilizer, which we have a nice big tank of there. In fact, we've got more liquid fertilizer than we need, 89,000 litres sitting in there. Hopefully it hasn't gone stale, but we will find out. Anyhow, let's go and find a tractor, we'll get ourselves hooked up and figure out what we need to do to get some seed and fertilizer ready and go and make a start on some planting. Alright, backed up here, we'll just get that all hooked up and hitched up, and we're just having a look there. We've got 38% seed, and we're full of fertilizer. Must have the last time we planted, obviously didn't have to apply any fertilizer when we were putting in the soybeans, which makes sense. Of course, they're not a very fertilizer hungry crop, which is good. So while I'm thinking about it, I'll just get this pulled out here. We are going to have to get some seed, but I'm just going to change that across to our corn now to make sure we are planting the right crop. And I'll have a look there and think we've got the... Yes, we have got the lids open. There we go. Got those open and stacked down there in between. So we'll go and find which bin's got our seed in it, move the conveyor over and get that all set up, and hopefully we can get that filled. I think, pretty sure this is our seed bin. It is our seed bin here. Right, let's get this into position and we'll try and get some seed into the back of the planter.
FSG to Args.
Go ahead, mate.
Just wondering what field you want to start in, and I'll get started in there first.
I'm easy, mate. You go and pick one. Maybe if you wanted to go and start on the furthest field, the small one, then it's probably more efficient when we're both working in the bigger fields.
That makes total sense.
Very good. All right.
I'm so glad you're here.
I'm pleased to hear that. Well, there goes FSG. He is off to go and start spraying. We're just trying to get in here under this conveyor and get things filled up. And I do recall from last time we had quite a few issues actually getting the trigger on this Kinsey planter. It was quite a small little trigger box we had to try and find for the auger. So I'm just going to fiddle around here a little bit, see if I can get that in the right spot. There we go. Found it. Look at that, magic. And we'll let that keep going. There we are, 100% full. So we'll get that all turned off. And I'm just checking, I'm just looking up. We do have our application rate for our fertilizer application at automatic at the moment, so we don't have to do anything else there. So we can head on down and go and follow FSG into the field and make a start doing some planting. Right, we've let FSG go around the field once. You can see he is coming along there. I was waiting to see if he was going to go and tidy up this little bit that he missed along the edge. It's like he's going to. Hopefully he's not going to take out the irrigator there, the pivot, but he has got that all tidied up. So we're going to jump in now, get things unfolded. and we will start going around the field. It's not going to take them long, too many passes to get it all finished off, but here we go. You can see the See and Spray technology working well there on the sprayer and just doing that little section of weeds along the edge, which is perfect. We will get things in here. We'll get our planter unfolded, we'll back into the corner of the field, and we'll make a start on getting some corn planted. And there we are, we've got things unfolded, got the fans and everything all turned on. See, as we drop things down, we get a big cloud of dust, and we are able to get in here and to start planting. Now, just going to quickly hop out, and we're just going to have a quick look here, make sure everything's working how it should. Looks like we're getting some rows planted in there. Of course, the weeds are just going to hang around. They'll be here till we're finished, but at least we've dealt with them now, and we're not going to have any issues with them. Although it does say weed growing and weeder, so I'm a little bit worried we might be wasting our time here. Or we're going to have to go through and deal with weeds once more in the future. We'll see. We'll have a chat to FSG. A little bit of lag there, excuse that, but we'll have a chat to FSG when we get a little bit further on. Now, one thing I've noticed, if you look closely, doesn't look like our multi-terrain angle is working on the map. That's to do, we did update the map with the terrain shader issues that happened with the latest update of Farming Simulator, so it does look like we have missed out on getting those that multi-terrain angle working quite how it was. So we're just going to have to live with having the funny angles there, just the two directions, but that'll do, we'll be fine. Anyhow, let's carry on, get into things. Hopefully this little bit of lag isn't going to be an issue for me, and we'll get through this field and catch up with you again soon. That's the first field done, all planted with our corn. And once you get on the up and down rows, the lack of multi-terrain angle, which I'm guessing is the terrain shader issue that arose in the recent update, I think that's what has caused it. But once you get on the up and down rows, it's not quite so bad. But there we go. We've used, what, 62% of our seed and only 20% of our fertilizer, which makes sense because we obviously put the anhydrous on these fields first. I haven't actually looked at the nitrogen map just to see what it looks like, but I'm hoping it is a nice shade of green and exactly what our corn needs. Anyway, we've got that all folded up. I was chatting to FSG before. He is into the big field. He's finished the one here next to us, so hopefully we can get around the headlands a couple of times before he's finished it in here with the planter, and then he'll come and give us a hand and get going as well. But before we do go, like, he's carried on seeding, but I'm just going to hop out here and have a look. Let's see, we've got this weeds growing thing going on here, but yeah, not sure. Some places we do have it. I wonder if we're getting the patchy weeds coming through. Not sure. Not sure what's going on there, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that. But it does say growing, and it does say we can do it with a weeder, which means they're still at the small growth stage. So we'll just have to keep an eye on those, and if we have to get back in and spray, it hasn't taken too long, apart from the cost of the herbicide, which isn't ideal, but hey, it's the challenges you face as a farmer, isn't it? Right, let's get our planter unfolded in here, and we'll just carry on with getting some more planting done. Well, it's just about our 2 headland passes done, but I'm just looking at our seed. We're getting down to about 13% left, so I'm going to take the opportunity while we're here, right next to the yard. We'll pop in and get this all topped up. Can't see FSG over here yet, so he must still be going on his spraying. Can't have too much to go, though, still in the field. But there we go, get that lifted up. Turn it off, and we'll fold it up so we can go and get some more seed put into it. But like I said before, everything is just going swimmingly. Nothing to complain of. The weeds don't look the best, the dead weeds, and the terrain angle is a little bit frustrating, but other than that, we're getting through and getting our corn planted, which is good. It'd be good to obviously make a whole lot more money off that, like we did with the loads that we've just got sold. So we'll head on over here, and we'll get backed up there to the conveyor. In fact, we might even try and drive straight in underneath it. I seem to figure out where the trigger was. Hopefully we've got it high enough we can fit underneath. I'm a little bit nervous now that we've got not quite high enough. Just dodged it. Not missing it, not hitting it. No, we're missing it. Right. Let's see if we can go far enough forward to try and get it under the... No, we haven't got that lined up very well. Right, we'll have another go, and we'll see if we can get that in a good position to be able to fill it up. Alright, there we go. We found it. We've got it in the right spot now. Although, there we go. It is going to fill up completely. Alright, so we'll get the lids put back on there. Now, I did just hear FSG come in on the other side of us. You can see actually he's getting the other fent backed out, and I'm assuming he will go and get a planter hooked up. But maybe we'll take a chance to have a chat to him while we're just here.
How's it going, mate?
Yeah, good. I've just done the headlands in this field, so you'll be able to jump straight in and get on some up and down rows.
Yeah, perfect.
Unless you want to start in the other field, of course. You can go and start in that one. Up to you.
No, I'll muck in and help you, and then we can do the big field together.
Alright, sounds good. Spraying went well?
Yeah, very easy.
Yeah.
Very slick.
Nice, nice. I was just saying before, it looks like we might be getting some weeds growing already after the corn, but we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, that's something to worry about another day, isn't it?
Paid frustrating, but anyhow, is what it is. Right, I'll leave you to go and get hooked up, and I've got the conveyor all set up for the seed for you, so you should be all good to go.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
No worries. So, time to get back on to our GPS path here in the field. Get the planter all unfolded again, and hopefully we'll have enough seed to go to the end now. We might not have to get it filled up. We'll have to wait and see. We've effectively, because FSG will be in here helping us, we've effectively filled planters twice, haven't we? We'll see. It sounds reasonable in my head, but whether it works out in practice will be another thing. Anyhow, get that lowered down. Hopefully, it does look like we're going to have a nasty little strip just there that doesn't get planted. That's right, we'll turn a blind eye to that. Right, we'll carry on, and we'll hopefully see FSG here in the field with us very, very soon. Alright, well FSG is going to head down that last pass and get that done, but we are all finished in that field. So I think we're going to try and do what we did last time actually. We're just going to try and sneak around the end here, like we did when we had the anhydrous toolbars out. And I think we should be able to fit, as long as there's nothing coming behind us. I should have checked that. I actually get a funny feeling we've got traffic turned off at the moment. Oh no, there's some cars up there. We only get the occasional car coming along this part of the world, but there we go. Right, I'm just going to get turned in here and get things set up, and we're going to get started again in this part. Now, I've actually been planning for a while to actually run the landscaping tool along the edge of this field and just get rid of that grass, so I might just do that very quickly. Get rid of the field right up to the edge of the road. Seems a bit silly, we wouldn't be doing that, so might just quickly sort that out while we wait for FSG to run through there, and then we can jump onto the headlands of this field. There we go. I think that looks much better, doesn't it, than what it did look like. Much nicer edge to that field. Couple of little spots there where I just got a little bit out of alignment, but all in all it's going to make it much easier and much better to work along that edge. So backed up in here. I wonder if FSG's gone the other way, because I would have thought he might have been back in the field. He may have gone up through the yard, but get that turned on, get it lowered down. We will start heading off around this one and get this done. 68% seed left, so I reckon we should be pretty good. Pretty good to get this finished. What do we use? 30% to finish that one off. Could be touch and go actually, thinking about that. Twice as much seed for twice as big a field. Let us see where we end up. Yes, there he is. As I suspected, he had come through the yard and started up at this end of the field. So that's probably going to work out good actually, because his planter does run faster than this one. So it means he'll be going around the headland in front of us, and we'll be able to do the second pass. And when he gets down to the bottom, he'll be able to do the second pass for this little section. And by the time we get back, we will have 2 good passes done. Should work out just perfectly, and then we'll be able to get into the body of the field and get it knocked out. Must admit, I've been having a few little glitches just like that. It's been a bit laggy on the server tonight, so it hasn't been too bad in recent times, but just today not having the best run of it. But that is what it is. Joys of playing on a multiplayer server. You can't always have a perfectly smooth experience, particularly when you're trying to host a server between New Zealand and Australia and have a spot that works for both of us for our connections. I just said New Zealand and Australia. New Zealand and Scotland. At least I didn't say New Zealand was Australia. Anyhow, enough jibber jabbing. Let's carry on and get the field done.
The further we move on from all those yesterdays, happiness gets nearer. The light that we see closing in so fast ahead, it's hope, it's getting clearer. The more I think of all the tough times we survived, the more it makes me smile. If nothing's broken us, nothing ever will, 'cause dreams are hard to kill. And I know somewhere's a place where we can build our memories. Somewhere, just hold on tight, it'll be alright. Show me the way, show me a way to somewhere, to somewhere. Nothing from the past can hurt us.
Right, well we've just run out of seed, and just looking at the field and chatting to FSG, there's only about 4 more passes left, so he's going to finish that off for us. We are going to pull in over here and give the planter a good wash because it is filthy, get it put away, and then by the time we've done that, it will probably be all good and be done. So get backed up in here and get this all done. Well, there we go, washed and put away. So that is that job done. Right, let's go and park the tractor in the shed, and then we'll go and see how FSG's going. Like I said, he should only have a pass or 2 left. There won't be much at all.
Not anything or anyone will hold us back, no matter what the cost.
Hey, Ox, that's all 3 fields done. That was very quick.
Yeah, it was. Excellent job. Very nicely done indeed.
Well, I guess that's it now. We put our feet up till harvest's ready.
Oh, we were just talking about that, weren't we? Next thing's probably going to be harvesting. Depending what happens with weeds in these fields, of course. We might have to tackle those again, but yeah, harvesting next.
That's right, but yeah, that's a very quick job, as we've seen today. So, yeah, no, the crops are looking good. I was just looking at the field over here as well. It's looking really nice.
Yeah, I was having a look at that before too. It does look very, very good. Should get a good yield off it. I don't know what its potential is looking like, but...
we're on expected 92%, yield potential 100, so
okay.
a little bit below, but still looking like a really nice crop, isn't it?
It does, it is. Very good. Alright, well, I suppose there's nothing left to do. Go and give everything a clean, put it away, and, like you say, put our feet up.
That's right. Right, I'll see you back at the yard.
Alright. Alright, well, we started the episode by opening that door to get the planters out, and we're going to finish the episode by closing it to put them away. And we are all done again. Now, I bet she's over there commenting about my tractor not being clean, because I washed the planter, but not the tractor. Let's go and see what Mr. FSG has to say for himself.
Well, Args, another good day's work done.
Yes, nicely done. Good to get all that corn planted, and nice to be back here into spring, and looking forward to another season of getting crops harvested, planted, whatever else.
Yep. No, we're looking good, and hopefully we'll get that debt cleared, and we can start thinking about what's next.
Indeed. I was just thinking we should probably actually throw some of that money the bank's way, but it just looks so nice in our bank account.
It does. Let's keep hold of it for a little bit longer.
Yeah, alright. I'm down for that.
Right, mate. Thank you.
Yes, no, thank you as well. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll do it all again next week, eh?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Excellent. Have a good week, and we'll see you then.
Yeah, have a good one too, mate.
All right.
See you soon.
See ya.
Bye.
Well, there we go. Another episode done and dusted, corn planted, and looking forward to getting in and harvesting some crops. And this barley does actually look really nice. I've actually enjoyed the look on it. It's such a nice looking plant. It's actually got a great detail in it, and the sway and everything like that. As you look across there, it does look very, very inviting. So looking forward to seeing that turn a nice shade of gold, and being able to pull out our big 3 combines and get in there and get started on it. So until then, from the Farm Sim Guy and myself, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that episode, and we'll catch you in the next one.